Hello, my name is Denis. I'm from Germany, and on this channel, I will make reactions to the American culture and the differences between the European and especially the German one. So, if you are interested into this topic, so let me know in the comments, and I hope you enjoy the video. And now I would say, let's start.
Hey everyone, Dana here. Why do Americans spend so much time on small talk that nobody actually cares about?
Good question. Tell me the answer.
It's a total waste of time, or is it?
I'm interested in that because, really, I don't know the
As
answer.
I mentioned in my video about the American, hi, how are you? I often get questions about Americans being fake or insincere.
Yeah, I also heard about this, but I'm not a person which say this is always a fake. Like everyone which who say like how are you um is like making a fake from it. But I don't know. I don't know. Let's see what she's saying. I mean, she's American, so she will know.
Let's start by saying that I personally usually enjoy a little small talk, but not all Americans do.
Okay, this is a very interesting point. I really thought that every American will do that. This is like very tricky because to say that all Americans are doing this always is like that doesn't make sense. It's like, not all the Germans are, not all Germans don't have humor. Some of them have. So this is the thing with Americans. I would say like the same. Not everyone makes so much small talk and likes maybe small talk.
Small talk is more common in the US and more a part of the culture there, but that definitely does not mean that all Americans love small talk.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's the
so
point what
when
I
is
thought.
small talk used and what should you talk about? From growing up in the US, I just kind of feel when it's right and intuitively know which topics to talk about.
Yeah, and that's the point. I don't know. If I would go to USA again, I would be like a little bit confused maybe. I would always say like how are you because I think this is a kind of say to hello.
Because in the end, small talk topics really vary depending on many variables, including who you're talking to and
Yeah.
where and when. Small talk at a party with someone I've met a couple times would go a little deeper than small talk with the cashier at the grocery store.
Okay. Absolutely makes sense. I would definitely say like yeah, of course. I mean it is the same like here in Germany. So you also do of course deeper small talks with persons which you know than with other people. Maybe the only difference is like, for example, I always do small talks with colleagues in my work, but when I think about to do small talks with somebody on I don't know, the cashier or some people which I don't know, I would say I never do big small talks with them. I always like try to do my business and go, and maybe of course, I say hello and goodbye, or have a nice weekend, but not more. This is my kind of small talk.
There's surface level small talk,
Yeah.
like about traffic or all that crazy construction going on around town. And then there's small talk that makes a bit more of a connection. Maybe where you went on vacation or your plans for an upcoming holiday.
Vacation. This is like a big topic with my colleagues. How was your, I don't know, the last party night or birthday party or something like this? We have all these topics. This is what we have definitely common, like very similar, I would say, Americans and Europeans, especially Germans.
Small talk will start out as an icebreaker, so something more surface level, and then get more personal as the evening moves on and you start to feel more comfortable with the person you're talking to.
Yes, I can also agree with that. It absolutely makes sense.
Small talk helps get me feeling more comfortable at a party and feeling more
Yeah.
comfortable to talk about.
I agree. This is the point on a party and on in a bar or something. Always. I don't know if it's self protection because you want to have somebody who you can talk about or a person where you can talk with. You don't want to sit there alone and I don't know what to do. Yeah, I think this. Yeah, it makes sense. And this kind of small talk, I absolutely I also practicing.
But I can
Yeah.
at least give you some topics that are
Okay.
not good for small talk.
This will be interesting.
Politics, money, sex, religion, or basically anything too personal.
Yes, yes. Politics, yes. It depends which person. Money, yeah, money is always like a topic where you cannot talk with. Especially Germans don't like to talk about money. Religion, to be honest, is not so a big topic in Germany. I mean, in Germany we don't talk about religion so often, but I know that Americans are much more like into religions, and I think this could be a more important topic to them than to Germans, maybe.
To answer one particular small talk question that I got, if you're a cashier at a store, for example, don't you get bored having the same small talk over and over and over again so many times?
That's why I never started small talk with cash, and not because I don't like them. I really respect them, but I don't want to bore them. I want that they can do their job without to get like always disturbed or somebody ask them like some stuff, and they just want to do their jobs, and they don't want to talk with every person maybe so long. But this is like a German perspective. I would say in America it's kind of different.
I did work in a hotel at the reception desk,
Yeah.
and I can
Okay.
tell you that I truly enjoyed making small talk with the people checking in. Some people shared more about their trips, and others shared less.
Yeah.
And it didn't get boring because the conversations really changed depending on the people. Why small talk? Why?
Good question. We asked these questions not only one time now. I'm really interesting. What is the reason for it? Because I have theories, but I'm not sure. Maybe she can tell us. Yeah.
Why do people do it? Isn't it a waste of time? For me personally, because it makes a connection with another human being on this planet. A connection that sometimes
Yeah.
is just really,
I
really quick
understand.
and stays right at the surface, and other times does lead to more in-depth
Yeah.
conversations and maybe even friendship.
Yes, I understand. I understand this logic, to be honest. It makes sense. It makes sense for me. It was a really good answer for why she or the Americans are doing that kind of small talk to create a connection to the people, to have an icebreaker, maybe. Yes, this is yeah, it makes sense.
It brings me out of my bad mood. We laugh about
Yes.
it. And suddenly I find myself leaving the store with a smile on my face.
Yes, I understand. I also have this kind of bad days. Yeah, maybe it will. I can try to make also some small talk with the cashier. Maybe it will be like some kind of positive.
The small
Yeah.
talk wasn't a deep, everlasting connection.
Yeah,
but
I
the
know.
connection we made
Yeah.
did genuinely put me in a better mood.
Mm-hmm.
And then I take that better mood, for example, into the office.
I understand that what she's talking about, and I would say that if you have like an kind of destroy or reduce bad mood, and this is like giving both sides some positive vibes. This is kind of a really good and interesting, yeah, a culture. I would say this is a culture. It's not only like a kind of, it's like a behavior like from some people. This is like how it works.
Well, and on and on and on. And there's at least one study to back me up. In a study published in 2014 in Social, Psychological, and Personality Science, researchers from the University of British Columbia found that the study participants who had some kind of social interaction with the barista at a cafe ended up feeling more of a sense of belonging and in the end happier than the people who had just tried to be as efficient as possible.
Also, interesting point. She's very kind. I like her. Tell me in the comments what is your opinion about small talk in the USA, because if you're American, it would be also very interesting to know. But also, if you're not American, if you're from other countries, how is it in your country? Maybe you can write me a comment, and I'm really interested in, because I can tell you how it is just in Europe and in Germany. Because Europe is also like kind of different. If you are in the south, like in Italy or in France and UK and in Germany, they have also kind of differences. Yes, I would say altogether some kind of they have some similarity, and the US one is like, I would say, kind of unique, because small talk in US is like a very huge thing. I mean, thinking like this, if somebody asks me, how was your day or how are you? I think that he really wants to know, or she really wants to know about something about me. How is my mood? On something like this. And in US, it's more a different kind of interest. That's why I was at the beginning, when I was the first time in USA, I was like answering them like, I'm fine, and add some stuff to this sentence. And the other person was looking at me and like, okay, it was a long answer. You could just say like, I'm fine, that would be enough. Maybe I talk a little bit too much. In Germany, if you started this conversation, you will get an answer. For example, like, I'm not in good mood. Listen, I have a bad day and my work is not so good and it was very stressful today. Maybe it can be also like positive, but you will also get, in Germany, you will get also negative answers, especially from closer friends, colleagues or something. If you go to people like, which are like connected with you, like kind of friends or family, they will tell you the truth. Mostly of them will tell you the truth. For them, it's not just a question like, how are you? And you say, I'm fine. You know, it's not like an automatism. This is not like how it works in Germany. And in USA, it's different. This is the core of this video. Yeah, let me know. What are you thinking about it? It doesn't matter from which country you are. Definitely, you don't need to be American. But if you're American, it would be very interesting to know and to understand how it works in the USA. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you enjoy it, let me know in the comments. Yeah, have a nice day and see you in the next video. Bye bye.